Welcome back. Today I want to talk about something incredibly important. Your independence, your power, and your future. Inspired by Clark's TikTok and the story of Betty Broderick, this video is a call to action for every woman watching. It's time we stop romanticizing the idea of relying on someone else, especially a man, to provide the life we dream of. Instead, let's focus on building a life we can sustain no matter what.
Get ready with me while we talk about dating billionaires. There's a clip of me on Danielle Robey's Pretty Smart podcast going viral right now where I basically say that I would not date a billionaire. To give a little bit of context, she asked me this a couple months ago now at this point. I think it was around the time that my video about my dating standards went viral where I basically just said, I like to date at my level, not below. And I think a lot of people were wondering like, oh, well, what does she think about above? And so she asked me, would I date a billionaire, to get an answer to that effect. One, the ethics of like being a billionaire, that's already a questionable thing. Like there's a lot to be unpacked there, but specifically in the context of what we were talking about in that dating video, I like the lifestyle I can provide myself. Like there's no man that I think is smarter or more talented or anything than me and can like, it's impossible for me to give myself this life. Like I have to rely on him for it. And as someone who has dated guys who are millionaires, I don't mean like, oh, their net worth is like 2 million. I mean, they own multiple homes that are worth millions and millions of dollars and also make 7 figures a year and like have lots of money invested, whatever. The greatest comfortability I felt in dating is just when I can give myself every single thing that that man can give me. And also more often than not, I have and can give myself more than what the man has or can give me. And while a lot of the comments seemed to understand what I was saying in that video because it wasn't fucking rocket science, I was simply telling girls, have your own shit, don't rely on a man for things, and you'll be Gucci. Do what you want, right? There were so many comments like, no, well, a broke man would do the same thing. Like a broke man will also like treat you bad and da-da-da-da. They'll even treat you worse than a rich guy, as if the people commenting this have been dating billionaires. There are less than 3,000 in the world. And I haven't dated billionaires either, but it's clear that the girls who are commenting this or the people who are commenting this haven't even dated the guys that have the amount of money that the men I've dated have, because no one who has would ever tell you, no, you should not have your own money. Like, this is such a stupid take. Like, what the fuck is stupid about telling women to have their own shit when you're dating? There's no harm in that. Even if the guy does everything for you, if you still have shit that you can fall back on, why not? But anyways, I first thought it was interesting that we went from guy being a billionaire to then, oh, well, she must be talking about broke guys and thinking that broke guys treat you better, as if there's nothing in between a billionaire and a man being broke. What? But then two, again, the point I was making in the video was very explicitly stated and it wasn't fucking hard to understand. I'm talking about a man holding money over your head, knowing that you cannot do the things that he can do for you, or if you have given him full control and you don't make any money for yourself, whatever, you can't even buy yourself a fucking tampon without him. That's what I'm talking about. A broke man cannot hold that over you because he doesn't fucking have money. Like a broke man can't hold money over you because he doesn't have money. This was not a statement about, oh yeah, well, when I'm looking for a guy, I want someone who's gonna treat me nicely so I don't date rich guys or I don't date billionaires. Like, what? This is a very specific question and a very fucking specific answer as well. And then the other comment that I thought was so interesting that I saw, you know, written in a number of different ways, people saying like, oh, well, this has nothing to do with the person being a billionaire and it has more to do with someone just having bad character. Like, you need to date people who have good character and like treat you well. When I say that is such a naive take, and it's insane how many like grown women were commenting this as if they haven't had experience dating people before, or just knowing people and knowing other people who have known people. You never know who someone is until they show you who the fuck they are. Do you know how many people have been married to their partners or were married for 25 years and the 26th year they fucking unalive their entire family, like do some shit that is totally like beyond comprehension and they never saw it coming, and some people are like, oh my god, well, you're missing flags, like whatever. I'm glad you think you're the smartest fucking person in the world, but I promise you, you've missed many flags. And in many cases, somebody can have a psychotic break. You just never know. You cannot rely on other people at all. Like, you don't know when someone is going to want to leave you. They could have been the nicest partner in the world to you, but then decide, you know what, I'm tired of this, or I just met someone else, I want to go date this person, and so yeah, I'm done with this situation and I'm out. And if you do not have your own skills, you do not have a way to take care of yourself, you are going to be fucked. And I always talk about this case because I think it's so interesting and such a good cautionary tale for young women. Betty Broderick, if you have not seen Dirty John, I think is the name of the show, season 2, where it talks about Betty Broderick's story. She was a housewife who married this guy. They met in college, they got married. Like, he went to Harvard Medical School, Harvard Law School. Like, this man is literally an Ivy educated doctor and lawyer. She ends up like staying home and helping him like build up his career. She's taking care of the kids. They're married, of course. You're thinking, oh well, yeah, legally, like she's all good to go. Because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, well you just need to marry a billionaire and then you'll get half of everything that they have if anything happens. Also a naive fucking take. But anyways, they have this life. He's great to her. She gets everything she wants. He takes care of everything she needs. She takes care of the kids. She has a great life. They have great friends. They love each other. It's just a fantastic life for a very, very, very long time. And then he ends up meeting someone at his job, his assistant. He falls in love with her and decides, well, you know what? I'm actually going to leave my wife now. And when I tell you he did this shit in the most disrespectful, like, callous, just cruel way possible. When you watch the show, and also like if you look at any documentaries, spoiler alert, she kills the husband and the assistant, but basically he drives her to the brink of insanity. He takes everything from her because he was an Ivy League educated lawyer and doctor with his own practice. He knew all the fucking tricks in the book to make sure she did not get shit, and he literally made her suffer. And for what reason, I don't fucking know. Like, it's actually insane because it's not like she was cheating on him. If she ever called his phone and like left a cuss word on his voicemail for him, like he would dock the amount of money that she got every month. She had no job skills because she had stopped working to take care of the kids and help build up his career or whatever. And although she was fine for many, many, many years, had the beautiful house, had the cars, had the clothes, the trips, whatever, once he decided he was done with her, poof, be gone. And again, like I was saying in that video, you might have the nicest guy in the world, the love of your life, and once they are no longer feeling that way about you and they don't have the desire to be with you anymore, you're fucking done. And when they know that they have the power to control you because you cannot do anything without them, she needed him to fucking buy toothpaste, that's when they show you their real colors. And honestly, it doesn't have to be in every situation, but I just think pretending like that isn't something that happens or can happen to you is a really stupid way to live. He left her with nothing to lose. She acted like someone who had nothing to lose, and now she is still in prison today, and this happened decades ago, okay? I've never experienced like dating a guy and having nothing for myself. Like, I've never dated a guy and not had my own like apartment, had my own job, you know, whatever, but I have dated guys who could give me a lifestyle that was not what I was used to myself, and now having what I have, and it wasn't like I broke my back to do these things. Like, I didn't have to kill 17 people to have my lifestyle, just put in some hard work into myself and my interests. And now I have a life where I can provide those things that I want myself, and if a guy can as well, beautiful. That's a great supplement to what I already have going on. But I'm never gonna just be, okay, I don't have shit going on for myself, like let me just latch onto this person and this man and get what I need for the rest of my life, because I promise you, it's not gonna work out the way you think it is 100% of the time, okay? That is literally all I was fucking saying in that video. Honestly, I would say that this goes for everyone. Like, someone is taking care of you completely, just always try your best in whatever capacity you can to get some shit for yourself, because you never know what could happen. It's always great to have a backup plan, especially if you're dating a rich guy. You can also be a rich girl. Look at Georgina Rodriguez and Cristiano Ronaldo, okay? You know how much money he fucking has, and then think about how much money she has. And even if she's spending his money, she can spend her own money too whenever the fuck she wants to, or not, and just have it forever. It's a beautiful life to live. This is no shade, no tea, but please don't let the soft life warriors or the stay-at-home girlfriends convince you that you should not pour into your own interests or try to do anything to build yourself and your wealth up, ever.
We've all heard stories about women who gave everything to a relationship. Time, energy, dreams, only to find themselves left with nothing when it ended. It's a cautionary tale we can learn from. You see, when you rely on someone else for your lifestyle, your happiness, or financial security, you give them power over your life. And let's be real, relationships, no matter how beautiful, can end. So where does that leave you? I'm not saying don't love, don't trust, or build with someone. I'm saying don't depend. Build a foundation for yourself that no one can take away, whether it's a thriving career, a side hustle, or investments. Make sure you are always in a position to provide for yourself. The truth is, financial independence isn't just about money. It's about freedom. Freedom to make decisions. Freedom to walk away from what no longer serves you. Freedom to live life on your terms. So how do you start? Firstly, set goals. Decide what kind of life you want and create a plan to get there. Secondly, invest in yourself. Education, skills, and self-care are investments that always pay off. Thirdly, take risks. Whether it's starting a business, applying for that promotion, or learning about investments, don't be afraid to take bold steps. And lastly, stay disciplined. Success doesn't happen overnight, but every small step counts. To every woman watching this, you deserve the best that life has to offer, and you have the power to create it. Don't wait for someone to hand it to you. Work hard, dream big, build the life that you want, and make sure that no matter who walks in or out of your life, you are always strong.